Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, good morning, good day, and good night. My name is Okit Richard Miko. My student number is A320200112. So in this video, I would like to continue my friend's explanation about grammar translation method named Edo Apriliano Jarot Prayogo. So enjoy the video. Okay, so I will start from page 6. We have the objectives of learning about grammar translation method. One is to be able to read literature written in the target language. So after we learn about this method, we hope that we can be able to read literature or text in our target language. For example, we want to learn about English language. We are Indonesian people who doesn't use English language as our second language to for daily. So after learn about this method, we hope we can be able to read literature in English language and be able to understand it. Number two is to be able to translate from one language to another. Just like we learn about in commonly we learn about a new language, we are hope we can translate our first language to our target language. For example, we want to learn about Spain. We are English people, or maybe we are an American. We want to learn about Spain. We want to speak well in Spain. It means you can translate your language to Spain language. So it is also GTM objectives after we learn about this method. Number 3 is to develop reading and writing skill. Of course, with learning this method, we can increase our reading and writing skill in our target language. Just like we want to learn about Spain, just like I said before, Spanish. We want to learn about Spanish language. It also increase our reading and writing skill in those in that language, in the Spanish language. We can read something new in Spanish language, just like that. Next slide. There's we know we all know there is in four language skill in English. I don't know is there is more than four language skill in another language in another country, but what I know in English language we have four main language skill, just like reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So what is the good impact? Simply, what is increased with us about this four main language by learning about this method? In reading skill, maybe in hope we after we learn about this method, we can read literature in the target language. Or read literature in the target language is the aim of this method. So it it's not just we learn about this method to able to translate our language to another language, our target language. It's not like that. We also can increase our reading skill and the following skill, like writing, reading, and writing, listening, and speaking. And the second, for writing skill, Reading and writing are studied at the same time. Yes, of course. Beside we reading, we have to know how to write it. We can't just write it without reading it. It's impossible to be exist. Next, listening skill. Little attention is given to listening. There is no listening training. It means we can't uh, separate listening skill in this method because it is increased together beside the another languages. Um, yeah, just like that. Next is speaking skill. Also, this is an important aspect of the method. Yes, speaking skill rests beside the listening skill because we can't speak without listening first. Without listened first, firstly, like that. Next slide. Yeah, there is always an advantages of learning something new. Include this grammar translation method. So, what is the advantages we can get from this method? One is easiest for teachers to use. Two, does not require teachers to speak good English or make good lesson preparation. 3. Only uses the textbook. 4. Least stressful for students. Teaching occurs in the first language. And 5. Students learn the new language without contact with native speakers. It means we don't have to spend much time to prepare a good lessons, prep material. It doesn't mean we prepare something bad. We still prepare something we want to teach, but it needs less preparation. Uh, Not like we use another method. Maybe we need to prep some prepare something more complex, like that, and it doesn't require many tools, just textbook and a pen maybe, and the students can learn a new language without contact with native speakers. So if you want to learn about English language, you don't have to invite an American people or English natives to come to your class and learn about their language. Not like that. We also can teach our target language as an Indonesian people. It means like that. And because this is an old method of teaching English, there is always disadvantages of this method. There is still a disadvantages. What is it? Is first, students lack comprehension only translating word for word. It means it takes more time to translate it. Your target language to your native language to target language, like that. Number 2, does not allow students to create meaning in English. It means doesn't allow students to create meaning in English. Maybe it means students is cannot make a meaning. Yeah, just like what we said. Yeah, I hope you understand it. And number 3 is students don't learn to read. Number 4, extensive memorization. You need more mind capacity, like that. Number 5 is very little students or teacher and students or students interaction. uh, it means when there is a classes between student with students or student with teacher, there is less feedback or responding each other, maybe like that. Next, conclusion. Teaching involves any instructional technique that draws learners' attention to some specific grammatical form in such way that it helps them either to understand it metalinguistically and or process it in comprehension and or production so that they can internalize it. I hope you understand it well. Okay, I think that's all that I can explain. Hope you enjoy the video and understand the material well. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.